All right, all you rock stars, we're getting ready to make a voodoo burger. All right, here we go. Okay.
Well, are you making your voice deeper?
You are. You're imitating the God Man.
That's too funny. You got look at their far. I need to pop a hole. That's fucking. That's too funny.
So hey, I'm Casey Grello. I play drums with Queensryche, and I love VooDoo Chef. It's amazing stuff. My wife and I cook with it all the time. Thank you, VooDoo Chef.
What's going on, Voodies? It's your boy, Johnny B. First of all, I want to thank you for checking out the VooDoo Chef podcast. Your support means the world. The VooDoo Chef's my guy, and this podcast, it's pretty entertaining. And they record it live on YouTube every Tuesday night at 8:15. So download it and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Bing! Hit that right there. And wherever you get your podcast, just go search VooDoo Chef Podcast and subscribe to that too. But make sure you set a reminder right now every Tuesday night at 8:15 so you can watch it live on the YouTube channel. Go. Tell Alexa right now, remind me to watch the VooDoo Chef Podcast at 8:15 p.m. Alexa, done. She's doing it right now. I love my Alexa. Thanks for checking out.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is going on, Voodies? Man, let me tell you, it's a great day here in Tampa Bay. But if I didn't tell you that I wasn't worn out, man, I'm just beat up. We've been partying like rock stars. We're finally setting back in, and I want to thank you for joining tonight's podcast. Of course, you can find all the replays of our podcasts on our YouTube channel. And as always, wherever you download your podcasts, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, do the thing, whatever it is. I really don't know. I'm not a millennial. Don't know. Sorry, Patrick. But the best place to be is right here live every Tuesday night. So you can hang out with us. We stream it on Facebook and the VooDoo Chef YouTube channel. Tonight's guest, F&B, sommelier, certified badass, Dat Lee. Let me tell you, IFA is in love with Dat Lee. So much, he's sending me beverages to send to Dat Lee. What about my beverages, IFA? I'm just saying. And tonight we're going to have a top 3. So if you want to play along, get ready now. Top 3 hospitality moments. Now, don't give us your hate. We're not about the hate. We want nothing but love. So give us all of your love, your best hospitality moments that you've experienced. And, I've got some that happened just recently, and I can't wait to share them with you. Upcoming events, got to tell you, we're kind of on a hiatus, man. We've been hitting it pretty hard lately. But right around the corner, we got High School Recipe Challenge. We've got VooDoo Underground, brand new Baking and Pastry Challenge. And right after this, we're going to get this show started.
So, hey, I'm Casey Grello. I play drums with Queensryche, and I love VooDoo Chef. It's amazing stuff. My wife and I cook with it all the time. Thank you, VooDoo Chef.
Patrick, what is going on, brother, man? Let me tell you, I'm exhausted already. We just need to cut it right now, right here.
I mean, it's been a busy couple of days for you. So it sounds, at least. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play this year, but
well, you were playing in a
priorities.
different way. You were playing in a different way.
Exactly.
And if you're out there right now, one thing I forgot. Let us know where you're checking in from and what you're drinking tonight. Patrick, I see Dat Lee already in the green room pregame.
Yeah,
he's pregaming.
Let me tell you this. So I decided I'm going to break out a new bottle. I just opened it tonight. Just picked it up at Total Wine a couple weeks ago. So,
not even going to save it for week 4.
No, not right now. I bought a couple new bottles recently. So
okay, all right.
I picked up this. What is it? Henry McKenna 10-year bottled and bond single barrel.
I think I went to school with him.
Somebody said it was is worth picking it up. So I was like, oh, what the hell? They only had one left.
But was it worth putting it back down too? That's what I want to know right now.
Price wasn't bad, and I'm about to find out how it tastes right now.
Well, Dad leads in the green room going, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Yeah, I mean, he's not really. He's watching along. Guys, let us know where you're checking in from, what you're drinking tonight, and all things going on. We got Dad Lee checking in. We're hoping Big Eddie C is going to jump in later once he gets off of work. And special guests that we didn't advertise. We got the boys from Wicked checking in tonight. Patrick, what are you thinking over there, man?
I am definitely going to have to enjoy this one. I might have to pick up another one next time I see it. Apparently,
he's going to have to enjoy it.
Well, it sounds like it's an allocated bottle. It's harder to get. I don't know how I got lucky going to Total Wine. I wasn't looking for it. The wife was actually looking for wine for her. And I was like, let me go see what they got in the bourbon section. Just walk up and down. And then I saw that. I'm like, fuck, I'll take it.
You know, I kind of did that at Guitar Center the other day and walked out with a new bass.
That's similar, yeah.
I kind of told everybody it was an allocated bass, so I didn't get in as much trouble. But
there you go.
So I got to tell you, man, it's been crazy, brother. We see each other. I'm going to tell you, sometimes 6 days out of the week,
right?
But man, I'm beat up. Gasparilla took its toll on me this year. We started on Friday, and leading up to who's going to be joining us here at 9:20. Shit, I'll be in bed. Not really. I'm partying like a monster still. Too old, man. Too old. 8:20. We're going to have the boys from Wicked checking in, and we were hanging with them all weekend. So Friday, we were out doing our thing, doing the school thing. We got Dahlia checking in. She's checking in from Plant City, got her gin and tonic rocking. We were doing our school thing and hustling, and then I jumped right over to the float. And, we had to get that float set up, and it's a little different than children's parade. We had to put a full sound system on that float. And that's because we had the boys from Wicked fly in to play live on the float at the Gasparilla Parade. And I got to tell you, man, I was like, man, I almost went back to my restaurant days and said some of those things I really shouldn't.
No, you?
Really? Right? Okay, right? Okay. I was happy, bro. I got to play music and play it with one of my favorite bands, Wicked.
Right.
And it was super, super cool. I can't tell you how much of a blast we had. And we did it with about 82 of our favorite Monster friends. Mm-hmm. We had people from 7-Eleven, Coca-Cola, Monster Energy. I think, who else was out there? All the booties were out there, of course.
Yep.
We had Chew, we had Spider, we had Tim Keelick, Shane Shively, just so many people out there. And a lot of former crew members and students even came by to say hello, which was super, super cool. And it all started Friday night. Let me see if, look at you rocking. I was going to
I was trying to find them. It took me a little longer than I thought it would.
Well, you're on the actual. You're on Spider. You're on Spider.
Yeah, these are off of Spiders. Yeah.
So let me get this one up here if I can. I don't know if it'll let me. We know how mine goes. So check this one out here. This is during sound check on the float. So we're still setting up all the sound system. And you know, what's funny about this is I started sound checking and I sent this to Wicked because I was playing their songs during sound check. Little American rock and roller going. And then we're going to switch into Hot State Flights, my favorite song. And then, of course, I got to say hello to Gunner here right at the end. You know, just a good time, all starting Friday night and carrying over into picking them up at the airport.
Right.
So they didn't fly in until 10 o'clock, dude. Yeah. And, you know, God bless Mitch Smithy for playing the role of Yoli. We were calling him Yoli for a short period of time just to fun. But, you know, I don't know if you've been down to the airport lately and had to rent a car.
Oh, no.
Yeah, don't do it, bro.
I tend not to rent cars in the city I live normally.
Well, you probably don't have to tote around a bunch of rock stars and
yeah, not at all.
and a whole bunch of other people going to the parade.
Nope.
So we pick them up at 10 o'clock, and here's Danny checking out the bass because they played all my gear. So Danny's checking out the bass. You got Chad checking out the guitar in the back. Just super excited on that Friday night when they got in. And, of course, you know me, dude. Had to drive them all over and show them the parade route and tell them all the good places we were going to go. Bearded Monkey checking in. What is going on, buddy? I'm looking at your web page and your social media, and I'm knowing we're going to have a lot to talk about next time you're on air. So we had just a great time on Friday night, but it was like pretty simple. It was like, all right, you guys got to go. You got to go. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. And so, you know, it didn't end there, dude. I mean,
right.
You know, Gasparilla starts bright and early for the VooDoo team, as you know.
Yep.
I think we were scheduled to be at the parade route by 11. We got there, I think, at 10:30.
Okay.
And, you know, our day started like only it can in Tampa Bay. What's going on, Voodies? The only way to start your day here in Tampa Bay is with some hot-pressed Cuban toast from my friends over to Lessie Bakeries. They start with their house-baked Cuban bread. They brush it with butter and then press it paper thin inside their sandwich press. The buttery goodness and the crispy taste is something you can only find right here in Tampa Bay. It's so good, it's where I take all my friends. Man, that shit got kind of loud, didn't it?
It did. I had to turn the volume down on my side.
Yeah, that was magic. I did it. Ooh.
It's like, man.
So I got the boys some Cuban toast to start their day, dude. And I got to tell you, I think they liked it. If they didn't like it, they were lying really well.
Yeah, I saw the picture. I couldn't tell what they were eating. I mean, it was definitely something. It looked like a sandwich. I just was like, I can't tell what it is.
and they're sitting at the kids' table. If you didn't notice.
Yeah, on the back patio, small table. Yeah.
So we got Sean Fleener checking in. What's up, buddy? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Everybody else is checking in. We're talking about the wonder that was Gasparilla. We're going to have Wicked checking in with a little update on what they thought of the experience. They were newbies to the Gasparilla experience. And, of course, right after that, we got F&B director, sommelier, certified badass, now living in Colorado. I don't know. I don't know, bro. He's a world traveler rock star. Dat Lee's going to be checking in. All right, here we go. Let's show you the day. So here we are on our way, bright and early, everybody in the van. And of course, what do Scotty and I do? We start the day with a nice cigar. Right? What else do you do in Gasparilla Day? Ran into former student Eric Wazinski, and gotta love him for wearing that VooDoo shirt, showing some love. I wish he wouldn't have cut it though, because he's on his way to looking like me. I think he needs to control that. I love you, Eric. Here's Chew checking in with Wicked, and it was funny, dude. Everybody wanted to stop and take their picture with Wicked. Of course, I want you to notice something. Look at this picture here with their vests. We were kind of taking bets on how fast or how soon they would lose the vests, and it was one picture. It was
10:54 to 11:05, 11:10.
I was like, dude, how the hell do you know that? And you shut up, dude. So here they are, already shirtless. And ironically enough, their last release, Sunburn, is how they ended up. Because you don't realize how that sun's beating you down when you have that wind blowing and you're just having a great time.
Right.
Gunner flexing right there. So, such a great start to the day. And then fast forward to, let's see. Let's get some rock and roll pictures going here. Here we go. So now we're on top of the float, getting ready to just really party. You can see all the bottles are coming out. If you hadn't noticed what's going on, we're bringing the bottles up so that they all have them for when we're traveling down the parade route. So, we got them all. We've got the Jack Daniels. We've got the 512. We've got the Murmur Rum in the back here. I think we break out some Tito's. There's a bottle of Capali rum somewhere. And, of course, we're all drinking Monster. And just a wonderful, wonderful day. And here you go. You ready? If you hadn't seen it on any of the social media, let's see if we can get this thing. All right, maybe I don't know how to play it, dude. There we go. All right, you got to tell me you can't hear it, can you?
I can hear it. It's not great quality at all.
Well, that's because I'm outside filming from the front of the float to the back of the float. We'll just run it for a couple seconds there. So this is them on top of the float, just going to it, man. And man, I gotta tell you, like I said, man, I was a kid in the toy store. Especially, there's one point of the day when I go up there, and they're just jamming so hard. I'm telling you, I look at my man here. What? Look at that. Right? They're just killing it. Watch it. So what most people don't know is that I was actually Scotty's hand double in that. That's actually my hands. The beauty of AI allowed that to happen. And, they absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. I got to tell you, I don't know how the fuck Gunner did it. He broke the bottom head of the drums. I don't know what he was doing, but we're going to find out right now because they're here ready to check in and give us all their updates. Man, much love to my new family, Wicked. What's going on, guys?
Brother, VooDoo, Patrick, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Patrick, it was nice seeing you this past weekend.
I know. Bad time.
I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
No, we miss you.
I know.
I gotta tell you, I was a little sad when you left, man.
It was a sad goodbye.
Yeah,
we were very sad.
I mean, I was tired as fuck, but I mean, I'm not young like you guys. So you got to tell me.
Such a good time.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear, man. We had nothing but a blast. I got to bring it back up because, I suck with this. We all know, but this has got to be part of the costume right here, there, buddy. That's got to be a permanent part of the costume there, right there.
The voodoo.
That's got to be permanent, man.
It's officially on the vest, so I'm ready to go.
So guys, what did you think? I mean, we were talking about it for a while. We tried to get you guys down for Bash, tried to bring you down to Tampa. We finally were able to say, look, we're going to do it. We're going to get the band back on the float. You guys said you're going to come down. You got to tell me what you thought about Gasparilla.
Dude, it was like really like left us speechless for a few reasons. One, the community comes together and they're just there to be together and to share that moment. And we always talk about that concept, like when we're doing our shows, right? And we tell the crowd, especially when we play the one new song that we've teased a bit, Cool Bars. And we say, like, you're in this moment that you're never going to get back again. Turn around, say hi to your friends and meet new people and share this moment. That's what people were doing in Tampa. And I've seen gatherings of different sorts, but nothing like that. Everybody was there. They were dressed up like pirates. They were having a good time, and it's like, what a cool thing to see, people coming together like that.
Yeah, everybody was like super respectful, super nice. And like it's like you go anywhere else, there's fights everywhere and stuff. Like down there was none of that. It was just all good times, like good vibes. And the whole time we're up on that float for 5 hours? 6 hours, and we had nothing but a good time the whole time. It was freaking awesome.
I mean,
man.
Big shout out to Erik, VooDoo Chef,
yes,
and the crew. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Super professional. Like, we're sitting over here like plotting and conspiring. How do we get these guys to come out on tour with us? Because we just want to hang out.
I told you, bro. I told you. You're going to get big. You're going to hire me to be security, but you got to pay me enough so I can hire Spider. And we're good. So, I got to tell you my favorite part, of course, I love hanging out, and I love listening to you guys play. But, when Chad came up to the front of the float for the beginning, and, I said, hey, dude, it's going to be a while till we get to the front of the parade where the parade starts. Let's do something. And of course, I was picking on Scotty. He didn't want to play any covers, but we just started jamming on stuff and having a good time. And so this is the front of the float. And, it took a while to get to the front of the parade. And we just kept cruising down. Here's the full shot. And we just kept cruising down the parade route until we got to the beginning of the parade where it actually started. And that's where we really started ripping into it. This is how we went across the front of the parade. We had everybody represented. We had VooDoo, we had Wicked, we had Monster Energy up there. And we just started having a great time. And I loved not only that you let me jam with you on Rock and Roll Night, but Hot Stage Lights, American Rock and Roller, dude.
That was one of my favorite things was getting to see VooDoo Chef like pick up like Wicked songs and play along with us. Like, come on, man, this is awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Patrick, don't you dare say it. Don't you? Patrick's going, dude, he learned that shit like months ago.
I'm telling you, listen to it in the office every day for 3 months straight.
Yeah, but now I need a new album. You got any insights on that?
Oh yeah.
All right, so guys, not only all the love for coming down and hanging and playing with us, but after Gasparilla, we got to hang out, and we went to some of our favorite places. We went to dinner at the Flan Factory.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, you got to have Cuban toast day of. You got to have Flan Factory after the parade. I think I got some shots of us at the Flan Factory.
Yeah, Spider, what's up, brother?
Spider checking in.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy? Why aren't you on the fucking screen? Send him a link.
Heard.
Yeah, get us on the link.
All right, so here we go, guys. Here we are at Plum Factory.
Man.
The team with us, and of course, Stanley here cooked our dinner that night. Former student of ours.
Incredible.
That was awesome.
Just having a good time.
Private comedy show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny's so
Private comedy show from Johnny. Tried to break Gunner's teeth with these.
Hey, I found that little pirate, like animated pirate thing that was in the flan.
Right.
Scott's pocket when we got home.
Next morning, fellas, we went to what we call the counter, La Teresita. Here you had roast pork, you had yuca, rice and beans. What'd you think of that experience there?
That was one of my favorites. Scott, tell them what the yuca did to you.
It definitely expanded.
That's why we shared one. We didn't all get our own.
I haven't eaten since.
And then we did a quick little tour around Tampa.
Oh,
and
so cool.
We ended up over at the Cuban Club.
Oh, yeah.
And here you guys are at the bar on the second floor outside the theater. And then we went into the theater where we may or may not have gotten you pictures on the stage, which we're not supposed to do. And of course, the place is haunted, so we didn't want to stay too long. And then...
oh, my fucking God. Here we go.
There he is.
Where's his glasses at? Hey, Ada.
What up?
Glasses on.
What's going on?
What's up, Spider? Spider.
Spiders.
Dinner.
Get off work, brother. What are you driving now?
Oh, cool. Really cool.
All right. So then we ended up at Wicked Oak, and you guys got to check out some of the cooks that work there, of course, students of ours, and you got to hang out with Pitmaster Derek Wally out at the pit and let him show you where all the magic happens. And then this happened.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
What's going on, Booties? Hey, it's the wrap up to an amazing weekend partying with Wicked. And what better way to do it than sneaking some burnt out of Wicked Oak on a Sunday? They don't even make them. They made them special for us. Oh, yeah. And
Man, I was so jealous.
I was waiting for you to say something.
nobody knows. So who's going first? Harry Ollie's amazing burnt ends. Here, you want to pass that back? Oh, yeah. Got it. That's no way. That's 2 pounds of burnt ends, and I'm telling you, they're going to be gone before we even get to the airport. If you didn't catch Wicked Rock and Roll on the float with VooDoo Chef, make sure you check out both websites, VooDoo Chef Foundation, VooDoo Chef 13, all social media, Wicked Rock and Roll, everywhere. It's with an N. Wicked Rock and Roll. What do you think of those burnt ends, guys? Amazing. Oh, melt in your mouth, baby. Almost as amazing as Wicked Rock and Roll here in Tampa Bay. And guess what? They might be coming back. That's right, baby. August. We'll see you.
Did we hear that right? I mean, you knew. You should know. You should have known this was coming.
It was all like caught on camera.
Yeah. Of course it was, dude. I mean, what the fuck? Who do you think I am?
Dude, we're excited. We're already getting ready. We're ready for August.
Dude, you know, you can't mess with me. You can't mess with me. Are you saying we can lock it in?
Yeah, let's lock it in. Let's do it.
Well, you say it, not me.
Nice.
Watch it. Oh, hold on. One moment, please.
Yeah,
One moment, please.
You Spider.
What are we doing?
What's up, brother?
We're locking it in. VooDoo
August,
Bash.
baby.
We're coming. Get ready for
What?
rock and roll.
What's the date, baby? What's the date?
I don't know.
Like, you killed it.
Spider, we're gonna take what we can get, man. We're gonna take what we can get, dude. August 3rd, VooDoo Bash, presented by Eurobake, where we're gonna look for the best burger in Florida. We already know we're gonna have the best rockers in America performing there that night. It's going to be off the fucking charts. It's going to be the biggest we've ever had. And gentlemen, I cannot wait.
Is Patrick going to be there or no?
I will definitely be there for that one. Throw it on the calendar. No family birthdays that weekend.
Is your birthday?
No camping trips.
My kid only turned 6 months.
13?
Oh, my. Gentlemen.
Hey, just bring the whole scout troop over to the concert.
We'll put them to work.
We'll get a little VIP area with some high C fruit juice, some fruit cups, some fucking roll-ups. We'd be good.
Spider, they're working, dude. You need a full team. We're going to put them in yellow vests. They'll be valeting cars, moving in people to cook burgers, checking tickets at the VIP space.
All hands on deck, right?
Somebody's got to do it, right?
Hey, what we'll do is we'll develop a badge for them. So they got to earn a VooDoo badge, and they got to come work the event. That's it, but they have to work.
I ain't playing this game. I ain't doing no
Spider, remind me, I've got something to tell you about the VooDoo ring, because somebody might need a wicked ring.
That's right.
We've already talked about it, so we got to start planning that now.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Derek, dude, they were killer, man. Thank you.
Very good.
Oh, it's so great meeting you. Thank you for having us.
Of course, yeah. I'm glad I ate them all, and Spider got 0.
Well, fellas, you know, next time you come into town, we'll definitely go back there, because there's one thing I really, really enjoy, and but I'm so glad you guys got down here, and you know, on a serious note, we can start working on that August 3rd whenever you're ready, and we will make sure that it is going to be over the top. Over the top.
Wait.
Yeah.
It'll definitely be a wicked party. Scotty, don't eat.
I've never had so much.
If you're hungry.
I've never eaten so much
until August.
We had didn't we have like 20 burger competitors last year?
Close to it, yeah.
Close to it?
Yeah, I think we had like 18 or something like that, yeah.
18.
We have the French fry bar, all the fries you can eat, seasoned with VooDoo. Who knows? Maybe we get Dat Lee there to create some signature cocktails, because you know he is the most badass sommelier. Watch this, Dad. Dad. Watch this. You're coming in, so watch what you say here. I just want to show you his backdrop. You know, you guys got the rock and roll. Dat Lee's coming in a little bit. Dat Lee, say hello to everybody.
How you doing, guys?
What's up?
How you doing?
Nice.
Dat Lee, how much money you got sitting behind you?
Listen, I stopped counting because the other half is going to kill me if I give you the real number. So the key is to sneak it in without telling her. That's
smart.
Doesn't that sound familiar, Eric?
No, not really. No, everyone in here, she knows.
They were gifts. We'll go with that.
You know what? That's a true statement. And gentlemen, I know you guys are busy. I know you guys are putting out music all the time. You got a new video coming out. You got one coming up. When's the next release?
This Friday. Yeah.
This Friday.
This Friday, we're releasing a new single that's off of the upcoming album that's coming out in March, and it's called Gorgeous. So check it out. You're gonna love this one. If you would like to see our favorite actress Megan go back to LA and kind of live out like the ghosts of boyfriends past, where she has to like revisit all of us as ex-boyfriends. You're gonna love the video. It's hilarious. So
that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. And so that's being released this Friday, and the whole album is coming out in March. You know what? Watch me be it. So that's coming out in March. What about the circus show? When do we get the next Wicked Rock and Roll Circus show? Did you see how I did that in one take?
Very good. You've been practicing. We got 2 circus shows coming out. One probably either at by this weekend or next, and then we've got another to celebrate
The recap of
being down in Tampa with VooDoo Chef and crew.
We've got a whole show, a whole rock and roll circus show dedicated to just the Tampa. So
February's got a lot of cool stuff when it comes to like behind the scenes, wicked rock and roll circus show video content. And like I said, VooDoo, you said it best. The album's coming out after that, and then we're going on a North American tour with Raven. So,
and I think we have all those dates. Let me pull that to me because we want to. Fuck. I gotta send that to Patrick because I don't have Messenger on my MacBook, my desktop. So I'll send the date to Patrick. We can get that up on screen. But you ready for this? You have something coming out in March. I got a little surprise for you there, Home Slice.
Home Slice.
I'm probably going to get in trouble for this, but I don't give a fuck. This will be coming out in March as well. Hey, you want to take a guess? Any of my wicked boys want to take a guess?
The new seasoning?
Is it a hot sauce?
This would be a remaster plus 6 brand new songs from Split Image, the band I played in back in 1990.
That is sick. Are you serious, dude?
I said it was a hot sauce. Oh, fuck.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. You said March. How many songs are on it?
Truth be told, don't know. 6 new songs and then some remastered.
Oh
my
so
God,
cool.
dude, that's going to be awesome.
315. And it says here, looking at releasing 6 music videos from the desk. I think you guys will dig some of the videos. Being that I use footage from us and then manipulated it with AI. So
that's great.
So they're going to make me look skinny in my old age. Our singer Jason Morey is the spearheader of this. He took the original DAT tapes and remastered them, and then took the other songs that we never recorded and got some studio musicians and got it together and recorded the songs and then put together some music videos. So it's going to be pretty cool. I'm super excited. I would be even equally as excited if this tour was coming to fucking Tampa.
Tell me about it. And we wish. Shout out to Raven's agent. Get your shit together.
Yeah.
There's also like 10 more dates.
Yeah, we got 10 more dates to be announced in like the next week or two.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Hopefully through Tampa. No?
We'll see.
Let's see.
I hope so.
I can't
We'll
think
see.
off the top of my head.
But it's pretty cool. We start in New Orleans and then we go counterclockwise up the West Coast to LA, San Francisco, and then we're going back across Chicago, hitting Toronto, which is going to be a cool one because that's going to be like a mini festival up there. And then we're down the East Coast again, all the way to the east side of Florida.
Dude, that's pretty baller that you're going to be able to experience that, the festival. But it's a little bit of ping ponging, man. So I'm going to throw it out there once again. All you got to do is, come up with enough money so that I can afford to hire Spider. And we definitely got your back. Homies, man, I got nothing but love. I appreciate you coming and partying with us all weekend, like only rock stars can, and then jumping in. If it's okay with you, as we say goodnight, I would love to share with the Voodies my favorite song. Well, my second favorite song. Hot Stage Lights is it for me. I can't stop singing Lost in the Dark. As you know from driving around in the car with me, I got to tell you, I almost felt a little awkward as I'm driving around singing your music. But if it's okay with you, we're going to share Lost in the Dark video, and we're going to start making plans to see you fellas in August.
Yes. Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, no. You guys come to Denver as well.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All on the list.
That's right.
What about you?
Let me know. I think I know somebody that might be able to help hook you up.
What about you, Pat? You gonna come out to anything or?
I'll definitely be there in August.
Yes, that's right. I was busting your balls, buddy. I
know. I'll be there.
Slater's in an air tunnel. He's had wind going through this whole thing this whole time. So.
Right?
Y'all should have said something. I didn't even realize it. Sorry about that.
No, you should be sorry. You should be.
I thought you were working. I thought it was your machines.
No, man. I got this like huge air purifier in my living room, so I'll just fire it up when I get home.
Sucking all the oxygen out of you.
Yeah.
Hey, we could do this all night, man. You guys are welcome to hang out all night, but I completely understand. I know you get a little worried when it comes to VooDoo Games, but
Mickey Mouse over there.
I don't know why you get off on that so much, Gunner.
I know. It's so funny. It's just so stupid. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Spider, if you just move over just a fucking hair.
It's just gonna turn on. Be perfect.
You always got those Mickey Mouse ears. Oh no, I have to hide, man. I can't be in this. I can't be in this. Sorry, pal.
You gotta come over here quick.
I'm smarter than that.
That's why he's sitting on the floor today.
Possible.
Awesome night. Well, fellas, I got nothing but love. It's time for a little Lost in the Dark. Make sure you check out our buddies Wicked Rock and Roll. Jump over to VooDoo Chef 13 on all social media. VooDoo Chef Foundation as well. That is where all the pictures from this past weekend will show up, including some cool videos of us jamming down the street pre-parade and during the parade. We definitely rocked all night and partied every day, man. And I got nothing but love, fellas. Check it out.
Love you guys.
Thanks,
Dark.
You guys.
Cry, mysterious behavior.
And we lost Spider. And we're still playing VooDoo Games. Oh, man, I got to tell you, I got nothing but love for those guys. I had such an amazing weekend. I wish they were down here in Florida. And I kind of think maybe they wish they were down here in Florida, too. Who knows? What happened?
You couldn't take that off, like, I don't know, 30 seconds earlier?
Gunner's in the... Wait, you got...
I'm like, where the fuck is the button? I'm over here looking for it.
And I'm sure my phone's going to start blowing up any minute with pictures.
Oh, I know. Yep.
Oh, man. Dude, no disrespect, Dat Lee. What's going on, buddy? Dat Lee can't see what we see. In the background, Gunner's taking pictures of Patrick because he's got the two O's over his head like that.
Yep.
Like that right there, Gunner.
Right. I think you already got the picture. I think we're good.
Well, we can see Gunner in the background going like this, trying to get the picture of Patrick, with the two O's over his head. For some reason, that's like crack to him. Dat Lee, all right, dude. Let's get this all out of the way. You go to high school, you graduate like tops of the class, and don't pretend you didn't. You go to Johnson & Wales, you kick ass and take names, and then you just go kick ass in industry. Outback, Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza. You move into the hospitality world where you're working in hotels, top dog hotels, to when you finally end up at the Houstonian. And you're living the dream, dude. And you get your sommelier and you're fucking rocking like a rock star and you tap out and go back to school. You're a fucking badass, man.
Well,
and you went back to Miami and now you tell me you're in Colorado.
Yeah, it's we lived in Florida for a number of years, right? And then had an opportunity in my job to try out Colorado, and we took it. I've never lived in the snow. I've never skied a day in my life. I've never snowboarded. And it was a new adventure, and I'm all about adventure. So we moved here. We're trying it out. I'm trying to stay warm because it's cold as shit. I'm missing the Florida weather, absolutely, but it's a new experience, and I'm all for it. And we'll see how long it lasts. We'll go through one season here, and then we'll see if I become a Datsicle by the end of it.
Yeah, I noticed you're going through the bourbon pretty quick there because
that's how we stay warm. That's the heat.
So what are you drinking tonight?
We got some bourbon. We got some William LaRue. It's coming out of Buffalo Trace. Some high proof stuff. So if my face gets a little red, that's why.
So you drink a lot of those from the Buffalo Trace, right? You drink a lot out of that distillery. Am I wrong?
No, they do good stuff. I mean, they've been around for the longest time. They kind of kickstarted the whole kind of allocated whiskey game. They produced a ton of stuff that people wait, in line overnight, camp out, days in and days out for. And it's a quality product. I mean, good bourbon is good bourbon. And Patrick, you got some great bourbon with the Henry McKenna. I mean, I can't find that here.
I'm definitely enjoying it. Yeah, like I said, I've never seen it. I was walking around the store. One of the guys working there was talking to somebody else, saying it was harder to get. As soon as I walked away from it, I'm like, all right, I'll take it. Thanks.
Yeah, no, it's a solid bottle. That's a great one. So you enjoy that one.
Appreciate that.
Well, Glenn, I actually live right next to Denver International. I can see it from my house. So you can you're always welcome to come over.
We got Paul Compton checking in Colorado. We got Jennifer checking in, she's drinking cranberry and vodka. And then, of course, Glenn wants to know if he needs to transfer out to Colorado so he could live with you. I mean, buy you and hang out with you.
Man. Fun. I got to say, it has been fun, though. I mean, I lived in a ton of places, and the best part is just seeing how people here live, their personalities, and just kind of, enjoying space. It's there's a lot of weed everywhere. You drive by, you get a contact high. I'm gonna tell you that first off. That was a new experience for me. But no, it's a very different mentality here.
So it's kind of like East Tampa.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like driving through Ybor.
Right. So aside from that, I mean, it's a different world out there in relationship to that. But What else is different? What's different about the people? They know. Don't tell me the snow and the snowboarding. You said that already.
Yeah.
What do you see different in the way people, go out? I mean, wearing flip flops and shorts down here. You saw Wicked on the parade route in February with, no shirts on. What's going on out there? How is it different for you? And what are you experiencing that you're like, fuck this? Because I know you are.
There's a lot. I mean, everyone is real adventurous. I mean, everyone hikes. Everyone is doing some crazy things. So I'm not there yet. I'm still trying to catch my breath because we're a mile high up. So me going up a flight of stairs, I'm winded. So I can't do much right now.
Really, that noticeable, huh?
Oh yeah, no, it's hard. It's a thing here.
So what's next? Did you finish school?
Yeah, I graduated this past December. So finished a master's, done with that. Now, tackle on some new roles at work, and then just kind of exploring.
So you went, going all the way back, working at the local Italian restaurant.
Don't let my computer say that.
I don't care. I really don't. I don't care about much anymore, dude. Working at the local Italian restaurant, how hard was that? I mean, what was the learning curve? Did the can opener go clockwise or counterclockwise?
I didn't know we were going that deep there.
Okay, so nobody knows that we're talking about Michael's place. So as we move into Outback, we move into Anthony's Coal Fire, you get into hospitality. Now, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, you're crunching numbers now, right?
Yeah, no, and that was what I did before in my last role when I was at the Houstonian, right? I was the director of beverage there, and a lot of it was crunching the numbers as well. And for me, I never felt like I knew enough to get all the P&L sheets, all the margins, gross profits, everything. That was something that I needed to focus more on. The people side of it, I've done my whole life. I enjoy it. It's something that comes, very easy because I've been doing it for so long. But the other side, I needed a little more help in. So that's why I want to focus on the numbers side, because then I feel a little more well-rounded in all aspects.
So going away from people management more into business management.
And that's and if I had I stayed with there, that was a trajectory, right? When you're getting a little higher up, you're more focused on the numbers, and then you have your people that you cultivate handle the rest. So you take care of your people, your staff takes care of your guests. But I need to make sure that I hold the business side of it, locked down so that we maintain a viable company and that we are there to provide for the guests.
How did you feel about that? I'm just curious.
It was good. A part of me didn't like continuing that role. It's a progression, right? There's the growth, the responsibilities. You're responsible to make sure that it's fiscally, relevant, but that takes you away from the part that I enjoy, which was the engagement, which was, talking to the guests, finding what you like, having that kind of face-to-face, daily interactions. But I kept getting pulled away to the business side of things and letting my people handle that aspect. So, it was one of those things where, the more you do and the more you grow in it, the more you kind of go away from the part that you fell in love with. In a sense.
So I got tons of questions, and Patrick, don't hesitate to jump in.
Yeah.
So did you miss the delivering of hospitality, or did you miss the instant gratification that you receive from delivering that hospitality? Because in our industry, you get that auto response. I mean, it's like playing in that parade route. When we were playing music, I mean, people were bopping and jumping right at that moment. It's not like you have to wait and watch the numbers and see them come in. You see it immediately. So was it the delivering of the hospitality or the instant gratification or displeasure from the guest?
It has a lot to do with instant gratification, right? Because it's one of those really weird industry where like you can be in the shit. It's a hard industry. There's late hours. There's a lot of things that make it not for everybody. But the few times where you really get to to take care of someone. You see the look in their face. You see that you made an impact, a memorable moment. You cultivated, a memory, a core memory for them. It's you can see that live and you can feel it. And I think as people, we always have that innate desire to take care of someone, regardless of where do you work. It's just a human instinct. And in our, in that field, in that industry where, you can translate that into a business, but you still receive that, gratification of taking care of someone, having them come back to see you, day after day, month after month, years after years, and know that, you are someone that's, a positive experience in their life. It does just as much for you as it does for them.
Right. I just had this conversation, I say yesterday, but it wasn't yesterday. I did some stupid shit for TV. And I said at some point, you just stop caring about the bottom line. And I don't think you stop caring about the bottom line. I think you miss, like you said, that interaction. And it's that feeling of sharing with somebody, giving to somebody, and watching them receive it. I think that you can't get that from anywhere else.
No, and a lot of the lifelong friends I've cultivated started off as people that were guests at my restaurant, at my hotel. That we talk. It's not just basic transactional. It's not just you come in, you buy a stapler, you leave. I never see you again. You come in for a meal. I sit down, we talk, we chat. You tell me about your family. You ask me about mine, the holidays. I mean, I shared so many Christmases, New Year's, with guests because I'm who they see every Christmas. They bring their family to see me. I see them. I see the family kind of grow up. And depending on where you're at, I mean, the Houstonian, which was the last big hotel I worked with, also had a membership side. And my first month there, I was talking to some of my staff, and the hotel's been there 40 plus years. And as it was going in, my staff was introducing me to some people. And he's like, hey, that guy at table 35? I'm like, yeah, I see him. He's like, I remember when he came in as a kid with his family. And now he's coming in with his kid. And you see that kind of cycle and that growth because, you become ingrained in these people's lives. And I think that for me, that was just incredibly cool, right? To see people grow up, and now you see the cycle of them bringing in their kids and cultivating the next generation that you'll see.
I kind of get what you're talking about, that Lee. If you get what I mean, as you're sitting here talking to me, and Glenn and his kids and everybody, and I've even seen younger siblings. Thank God I haven't seen a fucking kid come through my classroom yet. But I get it. You start out building a relationship with a different purpose, and it just grows into something completely different. And the restaurant industry, the hospitality industry, you don't experience that in many industries in that same way we do in hospitality. And it's kind of what we wanted to talk about tonight, and it was hospitality 101. What do you think is the key to delivering amazing hospitality?
I think it's empathy, right? It's being able to connect. And because not every interaction you have with someone coming into your basic business is always gonna be a positive one, but you can turn it into a positive one. You have the opportunity. And I think that people coming in looking for a great time will find that. We'll have a great experience. People coming in and having a bit of a rough time, you can change that and make that into a positive experience for them. And it really depends on how you engage in that. If you are a naturally caring person, naturally someone that wants to take care of someone, I kind of understand that, an upset guest is not upset with you. It's just looking for some connection. And again, I think we all just want some connection. And it may be a bartender that you just spend the night with, bitching about all night about what's going on wrong in your life. But having someone there to kind of bridge that gap, give you some human interactions and human experiences really goes a long way.
You do a lot of studying in our industry, whether people believe that or not. We learn from each other, whether it's firsthand or back in the day, which was a Thursday, through different books and cookbooks and just testimonials, now through the internet. When we talk about hospitality, it's something that we do for people. And when guests come in, they're coming in to forget everything, to come in and just relax and let someone else take care of them. And it's absolutely hysterical that you kind of made mention to that earlier. Come in and forget your troubles, forget your day, take that bad experience and make it good through wherever we are. We were talking with Wicked a couple weeks ago, and they said the exact same thing. Come into our show and just forget everything else around you, and just be in the moment and forget all your worries and troubles. And I think that's like the big key. Make people come in and just be in that moment and give them the best moment they can have right at that time. And it takes away everything around you. We have Glenn checking in saying, yeah, life is the best experience, and the connections you have with your guests is key. Glenn's still in the hospitality business. I just think it's so important to be able to do that. I fucked it up so many times too. Don't get me wrong, but it's practice like anything else, and it is work. But once you master, I wouldn't even say master the delivery of it. Once you are okay with showing people a little bit of yourself and just being open, I don't want to use the word vulnerable because fuck, that's what they use on all them stupid fucking dating shows, and it doesn't really fucking apply. But you know what?
Genuine, right? Genuine. I think people can smell bullshit. They can smell the scripts. They can smell, when you're
touching every third table.
Mm-hmm.
You touch every third table, or you hear the guy say the same thing to every other table. How's your meal today? Yeah. Can I get you anything else? How do you combat that in your industry? Because, coming up my time, that's what you did. You make sure you touch every third table so that you're hitting 1/3 of the guests and doing this and doing that. What's the young blood, the mentality you were taught?
No, it's just, I think it's more just having that genuine connection with each guest, right? Now, you can't touch every table, but you can kind of, when you do have that interaction, make it be genuine. And when I used to train my staff, I tell them, there's a difference. You go to a grocery store, you check out, it's transactional. You make your pleasantries, you move on, you get out. But you don't remember that experience. But if you come in and you present your genuine self, you give a little bit of a window up to who you are, you make that connection rather than just make it transactional. You make a moment between the two. And I can't tell you how many times in my life I've been a part of someone's wedding or someone's engagement or someone's proposal or graduation from medical school. Like I've been fortunate to share in so many key moments in so many people's lives just by solely being there and a moment that they want to celebrate it. And just as memorable as it was for them, it's memorable for me to have that kind of moments in my life to look back on.
It's so true, dude. And it doesn't just apply to our industry in food service. If you were to go back all the way to 2004, when they asked me to write down my teaching philosophy, I said, you have to be comfortable enough to open up a little bit of you and show your students who you are in order for them to feel safe enough to open up in front of you so that you can make that true connection in order to help them be most successful in life. So it transcends everything. I don't know, we get wrapped up in going out and talking about all these bad experiences we have. We got to start looking at the good experiences and taking these little things we do and putting them out there and using them in everyday practice.
And, people go through life and, they have a lot of trials and tribulations. So when you meet someone for the first time, their guard's up, right? So when you kind of let yours down a little bit and let them kind of see, okay, you know what, maybe I can, just be unsheltered a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can kind of make a little genuine interaction between the two. And now it becomes, I'm just guarded against you because you're guarded. You're both just being a little more open, a little more unsheathed in that way. And then just have a good moment. Love you, Glenn.
He says that to every guest that's on the show, Dad. I just want you to know. Oh man, Dad, so what's next, dude? You're living in Colorado, and
Yep.
just so you know, we are doing your top 3 most memorable hospitality moments here in a little bit. So I hope you've done a little homework and been thinking a little bit. Not that we prepped you for it. I mean, we never prep anybody for anything. We still got Wicked in the back room. Maybe we get them back in for their top 3 hospitality moments. I don't know. Except I might be a little afraid to get that. So what's next, dude? You're in Colorado. You're working for you're crunching numbers now, right?
Right. Yep.
But on a much larger scale, right?
A little bit. So I still work for my company back in Florida. So I'm on your time zone still, which means I'm waking up at the butt crack of dawn every morning. But it's a good company, and I'm happy to do the work, and it's great for right now. Maybe down the line we'll see where it takes me. I always still think about the hospitality industry as well. And my old boss, I'm sure you met him in the Houstonian, always lets me know I'm always welcome back. So I don't know, one of these days I might take it back in his offer.
So which one was your boss?
Fronter House, Steve Fronter House.
Dude, I was in such pain when I was in the Houstonian. I was in such pain. That was like at the worst part of where I'm at now. So it was a great experience, and but I don't remember many people while I was there. I remember Neil Cox and Alessandro.
Yeah, no, they're beautiful people. I mean, I love them to death. I mean, we've had so many good years working together. I can't say enough good things about them. Even though I don't work for them anymore, whenever I visit Houston, I always stay there just to kind of see my team again and catch up with them. But again, they're genuine people. And when I first moved there, I came from Georgia. I spent a couple years in Georgia, and I was like, man, I'm moving to Texas. Texas has some strong personalities, and in my mind, it's Walker Texas Ranger all day. It's cows, dusty, ranches, and cowboy boots. Now there is a lot of cowboy boots and cowboy hats, but I mean, the people I met in Texas were some of the most genuine people, some of the most loving and open people I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
It's been an incredible 4 years since I was there, and I can't say enough good things about Texas.
So if you were to say, let's just not say our number 2 or number 1 most memorable or wonderful hospitality moment. What's a great hospitality experience you felt?
So
rando, not a number 1 or number 2.
More than a couple years ago, I decided to go to New Orleans for the first time. Right. So we go in, we stay at the Ritz, we check in, and we're just
now he's humble bragging.
Well, I was working for them, so it was I was staying for the employee.
There you go. There's the brag.
So I'm going in and I'm talking to the front desk agent, and we're just shooting the breeze. She's like, hey, visiting for the first time, any recommendations? What are you here for? Oh, celebrating my birthday. We're just hanging out. We drove in, we're just hanging out. She's like, oh, I'm gonna set you guys up. You guys are, you have a great balcony view. I'm like, oh, okay, that's nice. So, give us our keys. We go into the elevator. I'm like, oh shit, she's fucking with us. There's no balconies on this hotel. All of it's just windows. She's being an asshole. I get to my room. It's on the 50th floor. We keep going to all the elevators. I get to the top. I'm like, there's no more room. Like, this is the top. I'm like, she hooked us up with the penthouse rooftop suite. It was ridiculous. Get in there. We have a living room. We have a separate bathroom. We have a whole thing. It's incredible. Half an hour later, we check in. I get a knock on the door. They send us up some beers, a little cake, couple cupcakes, a little card, happy birthday. Here's a list of things you need to see while you're here. I mean, she didn't have to do any of that. I was on the cheapest rate possible. but they wanted to make it a great experience for me, and they took the time. It cost them money to even put me up in that room, and it was just a simple conversation. I was just being nice, polite, but yeah, they went above and beyond for me.
Patrick, how's that make yours? I mean, my free Big Mac just kind of lost it all.
Right? So I don't know if I want to talk about mine anymore.
And that's his rando, not even his number one.
I know, right? It's like, well, damn.
And the best
now
part
we got best friend bragging for him.
So then the next morning, it's like 8 a.m. We leave. We hit the little button for the elevator. And I guess because you're in the penthouse suite, the elevator bypasses all the other floors. So we're in the top floor, 50th floor. We open the elevator. There's two guys there, drunk as shit. It's New Orleans. It's 9 a.m. They're just getting back. So the guy's staring at me. One of the guys, he's just staring at me. So after a while, he's like, "I know you." I'm like, "I don't think so." He's like, "I know you." I'm like, I don't. I'm sure you don't.
Was it Michael Galantino?
You're staying on the 50th floor at the Ritz-Carlton. Are you Jackie Chan or Jet Li? Like, which one are you? His friend is drunk. He's like, "I'm so sorry. We've been out drinking all night. He doesn't know what he's saying. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry." I should have just made him take a picture of me and then let him find out later on that he was fucking wrong.
I was like, dude, how many autographs did you sign that night?
Well, I will have to say, every place I went to there did not believe my ID was real, because the Saints were playing, and "Who dat" is the slogan there. So when they saw my name, they're like, "This is fake. There's no way. There's no way."
Dude, that's pretty damn funny, bro. That's pretty damn funny. What? I'm still stuck on Jackie Chan or Jet Li. I thought you were going to tell me it was Michael Galantino that you saw. He's getting mad at me now. Look, that's 3 digs in one show. Patrick, tell me one of your most memorable hospitality experiences and what made it memorable.
So, not the first one or anyone now? We're going here. All right. I mean, I can't beat that either way. So, so honestly, I would have to say 2013, we went over to Ireland. We took some students out there, did a little trip. We're Ireland, Scotland, Wales, London, all that. One of the nights we went to the Guinness factory, got all the way up to the top, poured our own pints, beautiful city view of Dublin right there. And just the hospitality of the people in the room, people that worked there. Unbeknownst to anyone else in the room, I was talking with one of my best friends at the time, who's one of the other chaperones. We were actually planning where I was going to pop the question with Diana. She was on the trip with us. We were trying to figure out the best place to do it, the best time to do it. Turned out did it about 2 days later in London, but we had to plan all that out and figure out how we're going to make that happen. But there was just a lot of talking back and forth, and just the hospitality of everybody around and how friendly everybody was. And I mean, so I still think about that trip and think about what we got to do the entire week and a half that we were out there.
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. I think Gunner's in the background, a little upset that he found out you're married to a woman. Just saying. Dad, I wish you could see what we see. But I gotta stop, dude, because I just get myself in trouble. Dad, I gotta tell you, and do you want to share your best hospitality moment, even though you already squashed all of ours?
Let's see. A couple years back, I was in Puerto Rico, and I booked a dinner at a small restaurant. They were doing like a 16-course menu, and so we went there. We're in Puerto Rico. Why not? So, talking to the chef, he's a chef owner, small operation, and we're just kind of trying all the, the classic Puerto Rican cuisine, but with his twist. And, out of the corner of my eye, it looked like it looked like a house, right? It wasn't like a real restaurant. It was like a house that he was kind of doing like a supper club out of. And, I talked to him a couple of times, told him how much I love the food up until that point. And in the corner of my eye, I saw a JWoo like book. So I was like, "Oh, hey, you went to JWoo?" He was like, "Yeah, I went to JWoo Providence." I was like, "Oh, I went to North Miami." at that point on, like a switch came on. He stopped what he was doing. He sat down. The whole night, my glass was full, and we just talked about everything with food, all the stuff he's experienced, and it was incredible. Like, he's also working. He's also running back every 2 seconds to cook the next course out of a 16-course menu. But every single moment he had a chance, he sat down, he talked with us, and it was just an incredible experience. And the fact that, at that point, I've been out of JVoo for a number of years, but to have that kind of bring full circle and bring, like, people in very different places back together was just incredible. I mean, I think we closed the place down, and we ended up walking pretty drunk back to the hotel afterwards.
They say our industry is so big yet so small, and then when you add in the fact of that camaraderie or that alum feeling that you get when you run into someone who went to the same school as you, it just is insane. And the fact that you came across this dude, that's pretty cool. And then he took all special care of you. I'm a little envious, dude. I'm a little envious. But I got to tell you, I kind of have a network too. I have a little one compared to Mr. Dat Lee.
I don't know about that. I just been fortunate, been lucky in some moments.
You reminded me of an experience where we had an event at the Epicurean, I'm sure here in Tampa, where I was doing a cooking demo, and then we went to the rooftop bar and had an after party. A buddy of mine managed a club and begged me to have an after party at his place. And of course, me. Okay. I pull my car up. He takes my car away. I walk in. They put a Jack Daniels in my hand. They don't let me not have a Jack Daniels, which probably wasn't a good idea because it was the after party. And same thing too. He's just continuing to do his job, and they just make you feel special. I went to another restaurant, another place. Patrick, do you want to do your number one before I start talking here? Because I ain't gonna stop.
So the Ireland one, that's pretty up there. But another thing that, not by being a customer in the restaurant, but having the opportunity to work for a couple different events. So you actually said something earlier, Eric. It reminded me of a quote from a chef that I worked with, Paco Perez, out of Spain. He came here working at the Dali Museum, big high-end event, special one-off type thing. This is probably back in 2011, 2010, something like that. He ended up bringing Ferran Adria and doing a little bit molecular gastronomy. So I got to meet him and talk to him for best I could, language barrier. But he actually said that the most important values that food taught him was about friendship and respect. And that's actually something I had written down here in notes and preparing for tonight. And you said something very similar to that, 5-10 minutes ago. So just resonated on a different level here.
It's not hard things to think about. I think everything we keep going back to is just, basic kindness and treating people with respect. I'm gonna share I got 10 minutes till VooDoo Games, so I'm just saying. Chad's like, oh shit, he's gonna talk for fucking 10 minutes. I got shit.
Not more.
All day, right? All day. So, man, that Andrew said on your last pour there, Dat, that was a light pour.
I have plenty just to keep me stocked up. So,
and you finished just a light. I don't know what he was saying. I was watching with a little envy. We're going to tell my story here in a minute, and just so you know, aside from one ill-fated night, just so you know, Dadley, aside from one ill-fated night in Houston, I haven't had anything to drink in about 120 days. I had the opportunity recently to take a trip out to Houston where my story starts way before that. I called up someone that I now call friend, talking about the growth of relationships from one arena to the other. I taught this gentleman in high school, and I said, hey, he used to work in Houston. Maybe he can get us a deal. So he says, yeah, let me see what I could do. I start checking prices in hotels out in Houston, and he comes back and goes, "I can get you $199 rate." And I'm like, "Fuck it, I'll take it. No questions asked. Didn't even matter. Didn't even matter. I don't even know what the other hotel prices were because I had someone else doing it." Later, come to find out, oh yeah, I was a little shocked. Just saying, this guy's got some swag and some pull. So I get to this hotel, and we check in, and we're like some hungry fuckers because that's what we are. So after traveling all day, being a cripple, I say that cheekily. I'm not like taking anything away. I'm injured. I'm not crippled. We sit down, and I get super excited because I get my own little bottle of ketchup, and it's Heinz ketchup. And this may sound silly, but I won't eat any other ketchup. I actually threw away a case of ketchup the other day because it wasn't Heinz. And then I got this big ass yeast roll, which was super fucking yummy. I ordered a cheeseburger. God damn, it was fucking good. They made a house rub that's on this burger, and they brought it out and gave us samples of it. Not just samples, like a 12-ounce jar. Barely made it through security. I actually got pulled over, and they opened it and tested it. And I don't mean they opened the jar and tested the seasoning. And then here we are having a nice little lunch at the hotel. You might recognize that lovely gentleman from the laugh at the beginning of the podcast. But then I go back to our room, and of course, this whole meal was comped. Fucking assholes picked up the check. And as I'm sitting there, guy walks up and he goes, Chef Youngs? And I have to I'm looking to see if I'm wearing a jacket or some shit. But then I realized I just checked in. So I figured I left some bags or something. And they go on to tell me that somebody picked up my tab. And I was like, fuck, I should have ordered some drinks. So we go back to our room, right? And this cat knocks on my door. And I actually cussed him out because I had to get up and open the door. And I was pissed. But when I opened the door, he's like, Miss Alessandra wanted me to bring this amenity to your room. Do you mind if I bring it in? And I'm like, as long as you don't mind if I sit the fuck back down. Because I truly was in pain. I wasn't being an asshole. And then I get this lovely little presentation here. And if you know me, you kind of know I have a fondness for this stuff right here. Right? So this is single barrel proof, 128.3. It was fucking hot. They also know that being the loser I am, I put limes in my drink. And, as if that wasn't enough, right? Right? Ice, too. Not neat. This comes with it. Oh, how'd I do that? This comes with it here. And I open this up, and it says, welcome to the Houstonian. We have Dat Lee in common. He is very thankful of your support and has a big amount of admiration for you as well. He is what I consider my work son. Enjoy your stay. Kind regards, Alessandra. And it's no coincidence that Dat had, I guarantee, everything to do with this. Totally unexpected. The entire stay, just absolutely top notch from beginning to end. You don't get to experience things like that just because. People go out of their way to do things like this, and Dat, I appreciate you going out of your way to show me that love and kindness. It truly did make that trip memorable. And, I'm just very proud of who you become, my friend.
It's nothing at all. I mean, it's just a small fraction of everything you've done for me over the years. I mean, genuinely, you put me through college, right? My parents do speak very little English, do not know, they never went to college themselves, had no idea. So it all rests on your shoulders to get me through all the process. scholarship, mentor for the other scholarship I had. That there was a moment where I was considered for a different scholarship that wasn't associated with JWU, and they needed a mentor to be assigned to me. I didn't even know that I need to find one. Erik came out to me and said, "Hey, I saw this was coming up. I already told him I was going to do it for you before I even knew that was a thing." I mean, the fact that not only I was one student out of many that you had in the school in the foundation, and you took the time, you gave me extra attention, and to get that and qualify me for that, it's the gratitude is immense for all that.
Dude, I love you and I appreciate that, but we'll just call it square so we don't have to keep going back and forth. How about that? You made me feel like a rock star at that hotel. Much love, especially when I found out what a room really cost at that bitch. I was like, oh shit, maybe we should stay a couple more nights.
Listen, the hotel also owns a condominium building you saw when you drove past. We can make that permanent if you want.
No. I my kid lives here.
That's a little bit. That's you might need some oil money there.
I don't know if you saw. You can't see Wicked in the green room. They're like, wait a minute, he's got a hookup in Houston. Hey, Dak. Truly, very proud of all your success and the fact that you could share it back with me. Very much appreciated. But just so you know, I am going to have to kick your ass in trivia tonight.
I'm ready for you. I listen. I played a couple of your VooDoo games before, and that was terrible. I didn't know what to expect. I've had some experience now, so maybe this might level the playing field a little bit.
I see the Wicked Boys still there. You guys want to come back for trivia or no? You could tell me. Oh, we got all thumbs up. So if you guys want to get in trivia, maybe Patrick could drop the link in the chat bar. We'll be back in 2 minutes with little VooDoo trivia. Dad, I got nothing but love, homie.
Same.
I get asked all the time, why Tequila 512? And it would be real easy for me to say it's the 100% blue agave, the locally sourced volcanic spring water, the triple distillation, the 24-hour charcoal filtration. Hell, we could talk about the bourbon barrels, the oxygenation process, but at the end of the day, it just tastes damn good. Tequila 512, the official tequila of the VooDoo Chef.
What's going on, Voodies? Today we're having dessert from the Cake Girl. Check them out online. Order them. They'll ship them directly to your house. If you're here in Tampa Bay, you can pick them up at their Carrollwood location. Cake Girl's Cookie Butter. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that top. Here we go. I can't wait to dig right through it. Nice and smooth. Oh, man. Oh, I don't even know what to say. This is the shit.
Have a burger competition, and you call it. We've got the Hillsborough entry into VooDoo Underground. To get VooDoo it is a smash.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
I thought it was me for a minute. I'm like, I'm not even touching the keyboard right now.
That was fucking Gunner. What was that? All right, hold on. Let's just fucking delete this shit out of fucking here right away. All right, it's all gone. Man, that was horrendous. We got a lot of people out here. Glenn, just fucking click the link and get in VooDoo Games right now. Andrew, jump in. We're bringing Wicked back right now. What's up, fellas?
Yo, we're back, baby.
What's happening?
Oh, you're like the 80s. You're back. But I'm going to tell you the same thing that I told Dad. I might have to beat your ass in trivia.
Probably that's true.
Watch what I do for you, Patrick.
Oh, there we go.
That was just for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Because it's time for a little VooDoo Games.
Oh no! This way.
All right, guys. I have no clue what the category is, but we do VooDoo Games every week. And as always, the winner of tonight's VooDoo Games will have their name entered into a drawing where they could be selected the winner of a prize to be named at a later date. So, look, they're taking their own pictures. Taking them and sending them to Gunner. All right, Patrick, what is tonight's topic?
So tonight we're going to do something completely different, something that we've never done before. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to go and share a screen here. So instead of questions, for some reason Eric is on the AI kick tonight, talking about AI with hands and all that kind of stuff. So
who is that?
Take a screenshot. It's Gunner. It's Gunner.
Where's his beard? That's a trip. If you send me that, I'll put the VooDoo right on top of it.
I love that. I will. Sorry, Patrick. Go ahead.
All right, Patrick. Here we go.
All right. So for tonight, everybody's going to get a chance to answer. Actually, I want everybody to answer because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show everybody 10 different pictures of people's faces. Now, some of these pictures are actual humans, and some of them are 100% AI generated.
Oh boy.
Is that why you laughed earlier about the AI video?
You start talking about it, it's like, fuck, I'll change it and do this. I was going to save this for a couple weeks from now, but figured why not do it tonight since we were talking about AI earlier. I'll save these questions for next week. So very simple, right? So like I said, I'll show you the first picture here, right? So we'll just go around the room. Everybody says either AI or human, and then if you get it right, you obviously get the point. If you don't get it right, no point for you.
Okay.
Where'd he go? Well, I think Eric just kicked himself out. He doesn't want to play.
Oh no!
He doesn't lose. So
he got scared.
Embarrassment now.
Wicked.
There he comes. Hold on.
So that's definitely human that I messed that up. I got to make the screen big because I can't see.
Can't see, huh?
All right. Well, yeah, I got like 5 windows open. No, I had to make mine bigger.
So I don't know if I can make mine any bigger.
I'm gonna. Did everybody answer already?
No, not yet.
No,
We're
no.
wondering where you went while you ran away.
All right. Do I? Who?
Yeah, you can start because you're on top of my screen. So, VooDoo, what do you think?
I think I'm gonna go AI because it looks too much like Rachel Dratch from Saturday Night Live.
Okay. Wicked, what do you guys think?
Human.
And that.
Human. I see too many flaws here.
You're saying that human then inhuman?
Correct.
Human.
The correct answer is actually AI.
What?
VooDoo. Crazy.
Yep. Correct answer is AI. All right, second one here.
Oh man.
VooDoo.
I'm making sure that's not like alcohol splattered on my screen. It's I'm going AI.
Okay. Wicked, what do you guys think?
I'm evaluating right now. You can see my forehead very close. Yeah, to look for them. I'm not gonna give you guys the method of my madness, but I'm gonna assume AI.
Okay, and that.
I'm gonna say AI because the soulless eyes.
All right, so correct answer is AI.
Tell you guys that. We didn't want to tell you, but you had good point.
All right, correct answer is AI. So you guys all get a point for this one.
Oh yeah.
All right, and number 3. VooDoo.
Dude, I think this guy works at the school, dude. Wasn't he like working in the new putting in the new parking lot? I'm going human.
Okay. Wicked.
Human.
And that.
Human. I see the crow's feet. That's
so you guys actually all of you guys got this one wrong. It's actually AI.
What? That's scary, man. That's insane.
This is AI.
Dude, so that guy working in the parking lot isn't real? Fucking that goddamn Tesla guy.
All right, number 4.
That looks like our fishmonger, dude.
I don't know. You said the other guy was the parking lot guy.
He was, dude.
So I think carefully here.
He was. I'm going. This is a real dude, even though you're gonna tell me it's not. That's a real dude.
Wicked.
See it?
This is sad how serious we're all taking this.
Right.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's human.
Yeah. And that?
I'm gonna say human too. He looks menacing.
Menacing.
Right. The correct answer is human. You guys all got a point.
It's that thing on his nose that he needs to go get checked right there.
I think AI can look that confused.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Have you seen use a computer?
Have you seen
right?
All right, number 5.
What the fuck? Wow. That's human.
Okay.
Oh, that's messed
You should have
up.
said Patrick a picture of Gunner and he had to put it up.
Hold on, wait a minute. There's something going on here.
That's nothing, dude.
That's a shoulder pad right there.
Right?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this is human. Hold on, wait a minute.
What's that hair on his neck there?
Yeah, that's human as fuck right there. That's human. There's no way that guy's got like that
Hair
little
under
tight
his
little
ears there, yeah.
hair patch.
Wait, look at this shit on it. Wait, I'll wait till that's done.
I'm
Go
gonna say
ahead.
AI.
You're gonna say AI?
I'm gonna say
Don't
AI.
say
You guys, Patrick's been throwing us off lately.
Yeah.
Look at your right. The ear on your right. What the fuck is that?
His whole
Hair.
his face warps like this way. Or no, this way.
The hair looks fake too.
Yeah, but this could be a before picture at any orthodontist clinic.
Right.
All right. So,
Please tell me it's AI, so I'm not making fun of some real human.
so you are definitely making fun of somebody.
Yes! I said human too, though, dude. I feel good. I feel bad, but I feel good.
He'll be fine. He's only 14. He'll be
Yeah, I
fine.
feel bad saying this guy didn't exist.
Patrick, I want to submit a photo of Gunner for the next time you use this.
Definitely make that happen. All right, number 6 coming up.
Okay, VooDoo, you go. I know what this is.
You know this one? You say you know this, huh?
I've seen this guy.
This is, yeah, I know what this thing is.
That's AI.
Okay, wicked.
That's AI all the way. I mean,
or else he got hit pretty hard with a frying pan.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, that.
I'm gonna say AI because the face symmetry just doesn't look right.
Unfortunately,
so that's AI Windows-based computer.
Wait, Patrick, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
That said, unfortunately, you guys really don't like this guy. So it's a real person.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. That was for me.
Patrick, do you know these people in real life? Or are they part of your yearbook or something?
No,
It's in our class, Natalie. I just didn't want to pretend I knew.
So not at all. So actually, this is from New York Times. They posted this a couple weeks ago, and then I came across it, and I was like, "That's kind of cool." And then we brought it up, so I was like, "I'm gonna go ahead and use it today."
You came across the AI versus human thing. I thought you came across this guy's picture and was like, "That's pretty cool." I was like, "Why?"
No. New York Times did an article. They had like a whole interactive thing. Test yourself. I got 8 out of 10 right on it, and I was like, "That's kind of cool." I'll save these pictures for.
All right. So what's the score right now?
I got 4 points VooDoo, 3 points Wicked, and 2 points Dat.
Dang, neck and neck, baby.
Mm-hmm. Moving on to picture number 7.
9, 10. Oh man,
I know this.
This is it's man. Oh man,
it is a man. Well, maybe.
Or is it?
I said maybe. Looks like a
could
man.
be AI.
It's 2024. You never know anymore.
If he's AI, is he allowed to still choose his pronouns? Just saying. I'm going to say she is real.
Why does it keep doing the thumbs up?
Okay. Wicked.
That's AI as fuck.
And that?
No, she's not, dude. She's real.
I say real.
Say real too. Okay. So I get 1 point here going to Wicked.
Woo! Oh, hold on. Before you move on,
yeah,
I'm gonna let you know. Look behind his face. There's
you
something, and it doesn't match up. With all AI pictures, whenever they have writing or any kind of like things that need to line up in the background, they don't.
You got 3 questions left. You should have told us yet,
brother.
Right?
You got to make it an even game here.
Trying to throw you off. Don't fall for it.
Don't fall for it.
Terrible at this.
All right. Picture number 8.
This was a tricky one, Patrick. Tricky one.
Oh my god, dude.
And I know the answer.
How do you know the answer?
VooDoo.
Is that Nacho?
VooDoo. VooDoo, you're sweating, aren't you? We're neck and neck right now. You're sweating.
I lost last week too, dude.
He's not used to it.
Big Eddie C beat me last week. I'm
Big Eddie C. R.I.P. to the bird.
I'm human.
You're human. Okay. Wicked.
Human.
Okay. That.
I'm going to say AI. It looks like a fake LinkedIn profile pic.
Well, that is true.
All right. So we got 1 point here going to that.
Oh, good enough.
All right, we got 2 questions left, Patrick. What's the score?
So 4 points VooDoo, 4 points Wicked, 3 points Dat.
Oh man, we are neck and neck.
Game.
Crazy.
Anybody
Right. Picture number 9.
Now that's Nacho.
I should have recorded it.
God, he's too pretty, dude.
He's too pretty.
It's like a trick. It's supposed to be trick. Yeah, it's supposed to be trick.
It's a trick, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
And I mean, not that my head's perfect, but why does this shit go like that?
Why is this shit going like that?
Yeah. So he's like Beanie the Brain.
Right?
Oh, I see. Yep.
What do you
What the fuck do you see, Dad? He's missing an ear.
We're all looking at the same shit. Oh, I see. He's been looking at it for the past 5 minutes. Oh, I see.
That's drinking a lot right there. Look at his eyes.
It's barrel proof. This was what's doing it for me.
Yeah, that's what you did to me and H, and we drank it in fucking an hour and a half. The whole bottle.
And you know, I told the bar to expect you to stock up on Jack. I know you're thirsty, so in case you finish the room one, they're ready for you.
Dude, I was in too much pain. I'm going human.
You're going human? All right. Wicked, where we at?
Human.
That?
AI.
Oh, man. All right. So 2 points here. One's going to VooDoo, one's going to Wicked.
Oh,
yeah,
baby!
Yeah, baby! That is human.
I hate you guys right now. August 3rd is off. I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
All right. So, last picture, I got 5 points VooDoo, 5 points Wicked, and 3 points Dat.
Terrible.
Coming down to the end here, possibly. Let's see. And the last one.
AI.
Dat says AI. Okay.
That's AI.
Okay. Wicked.
Are you going to play it safe? Huh?
That's AI.
Yeah.
AI.
All right, so we're actually gonna have to go on to question 11 here because that's human.
She's wearing 2 different earrings for fun.
Apparently, I don't know.
I'm not even a fucking.
All right, so I will ask one actual trivia question here because I do only have 10 pictures.
Oh my goodness, I'm back. Hey Chad, did you get the text I sent you?
Yeah, brother. I'm gonna listen to it as soon as we're off here.
Have I never sent you any of that?
I don't think you did.
No.
I'll send you a QR code. It'll give you 10 or 11 songs.
Dude. I was just showing Danny too. I'm like, dude, we gotta listen to this.
All right. So maybe you learned that for I mean, it's really hard.
right.
It's really hard. All right, Patrick, I'm ready when you are.
So this one will be the more traditional one here. I'm going to read a question. You guys just shout out your name. Whoever I call on first gets the first chance to answer. In what decade was email first created?
VooDoo. 70s.
That is not correct.
Wicked. 90s.
That is not correct.
Dat. 80s.
That is not correct. So it's actually 60s, 1962.
Oh, fuck. Price is Right rules. Closest to without going over. We all went over. I was trying to get the credit.
It's all good. All right, I got one more here. This one, hopefully we'll get this one here. Let's say.
Yeah, hopefully, right?
Hopefully, so I'm looking for
right.
All right. What is MB short for in computer lingo?
Dat.
Megabytes is correct.
Ooh. I mean, still not even close to winning, so.
Come back with tiebreaker questions and win?
I mean, I guess it could technically because we still got a tie. I mean,
damn.
Let's see here. All right. What is the largest shark species?
VooDoo. Whale shark.
That is correct. VooDoo with the win.
Oh my God! Wait, hold on. What about Sharknado?
Yeah.
Come on.
No, if you said the Meg, I would have given you an argument. But I would have come back with the Meg too. Dude, Detley, I think you're a fucking rock star. I'm so proud of where you're at. You got to be here August 3rd because the Wicked Boys are coming, and we're going to party like rock stars.
Well, I'm going to see them before because I'm definitely going to see them when they're in Denver.
Right.
Oh, I got to say, Detley.
Well, he already got them like when they came for Gasparilla, so I need some time with them.
Man, I'm a little jealous, Detley. I got to be honest. How many songs do you guys get on the tour? How long of a set? 45?
We're doing like 45.
Yeah, so probably like 10 songs.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so jelly. Detley, be that guy who like YouTubes the whole thing for me.
Bootleg it, yeah.
Or just heckle Gunner. Just heckle him.
Number sucks.
Patrick's my man, not yours.
Gunner.
Hey fellas, nothing but love to everybody. And because I got nothing but love, instead of entering my name into the drawing where I may be selected the winner of a prize that could be named at a later date, we'll enter both y'all's names. And who knows, maybe you'll get some VooDoo swag. Not really. You ain't getting shit. All love, guys.